Welcome everybody to match day 5 here at Fitzpatrick Stadium, where in today's match is between the visiting Thornton Academy Golden Trojans and your Portland Bulldogs. Both teams on the each end of the spectrum. Thornton Academy, after 3 games played, is 2-0-1. And on the other end, Portland is 4-0. They have not gotten a win yet this season, and they're going to look to try to get a win tonight, but it's going to be an uphill battle against this Thornton Academy team.
Yeah, and it's still early in the season, and the Portland coach is a really good coach. He'll get these kids coached up, and, the season will get better. They've played some tough opponents right out the gate. So, they're not going to lose. He's going to make sure they're not going to lose concentration, focus, and determination. But when you play teams that are really good coming at the beginning of the season, and it's not that you want to play a team and beat them badly or anything, but you're really learning fast.
Yeah, this Thornton Academy team made it to the quarterfinals last season, losing to Chevrolet 3-2. But both of these teams did play last year in the first game of the season, where Thornton Academy won 3-1. But that being said, Thornton Academy's last game was 7 days ago, so a whole week has gone by since they've played. They played Sanford and beat them 3-0. And on the other hand, Portland played Chevrolet just 2 days ago, and they lost 9-0. And so we'll see if that helps Portland out a little bit, playing just 2 days ago compared to Thornton Academy's 7.
Well, and we just filmed a Daring game the other day, and the Daring team had a lot of freshmen and sophomores playing on that team, and they only had 3 reserves. It's tough when you don't have a lot of extra players that some other teams have. And if you think about it, even if the other team is really good, if they have enough to replace someone and give them 5 minutes to take a rest, that goes a long way in an 80-minute game, when you can get out of the game for a few minutes, get a drink, and rest and go back in. But when you don't have enough players and you have young players, sometimes that doesn't benefit your team already. Forget about the opponent.
Yeah, and Portland's going to need to capitalize on Thornton not playing in a week. But for Portland, you're going to have to keep Thornton Academy off the scoreboard. You do not want to have any goals into the back of the net, because that's what opens up the floodgates sometimes. So we'll see who comes out on top between the Golden Trojans and the Bulldogs, and we'll be back for player introductions and the national anthem.
Today's game between the visiting Golden Trojans from Thornton Academy and their own Portland High Bulldogs. Now at this time, we would like to announce the starters for today's game. First, the visiting Trojans from Thornton Academy. Number 2, Charlotte Belanger. Number 3, Ann Sully. Number 5, Bailey Powell. Number 6, Malia Collins. Number 9, Annie Gould. Number 10, Harlow O'Leary. Number 13, Chrissy Cabal. Number 14, Brittany Arsenault. Number 21, Lily Bassett. Number 99, Olivia Frederickson. Number 24, Emma Barnes. And the Thornton head coach is George Sherry. Here are the starters for the Portland Bulldogs. Number 2, Sophie Moore. Number 4, Julia Frost. Number 5, Annalise Collins. Number 7, Sydney Trevecca. Number 10, Kylie McCrum. Number 14, Maisie Chalmers. Number 19, Valerie Hugo. Number 21, Libby Kane. Number 22, Kayla Sullivan. Number 44, Rosa Slack. And number 00, Jan Flynn. Head coach for Portland is Matt Bernstein. Now would you please rise and move your hats to the plan of our national anthem.
Here we go for the start of the first half. Portland starting out with the ball. Portland in their dark blue with white numbers, and Thornton Academy in their whites with maroon numbers. It's out wide to gold. We'll cross it in and taken by Belanger. Belanger will shoot it, and it's off the post, and it's going to be a goal kick. So Jane Flynn with early action just 30 seconds into this game.
Wow, and the potential for the rebound, too, was there. And that's just flicking it with your foot to try to get over the top of the goalie, which the Thornton player did perfectly, but the crossbar didn't go along with the boot. And it's amazing. You got that big net there, and how many times have we seen the goalpost and the crossbar become the second goalie this season? I mean, it's happened so many times.
It's out to Gold. And Gold will kick it out, and it's a goal kick for Portland. Portland pinned in their goalie box. See if they can move the ball up.
Yeah, and that was just a little bit of miscommunication. The Portland player wasn't sure to go for the ball and not go for the ball, and then it got turned over. So I think that communication will get better as the game goes on.
Belanger can't keep it in. 2 minutes down. It is Barnes keeping it. Belanger. And it's going to be a Thornton throw. Thrown in there. And the ref is pointing towards the spot where the goal kick is.
Well, and Portland's been very fortunate here because we've had 3 quick goal kicks, and they could have all been corners, so they've been pretty fortunate.
And that's kicked off of Malia Collins. Just cross to the middle to Scully. To Gould. Annalise Collin. And that's up to McCrum. Trying to get it to Yugu, but safely in the arms of Fredrickson, who will boot it to the 50-yard line. Collin will kick it up. And Fredrickson will run to it before Knoll could get there. Goal will take it down. Collin. And we have a downed player. It looked like she got stepped on. And speaking from experience, and there's a timeout, so we'll take a timeout. And we're back. Anna Scully able to walk on her own. But as I was saying, speaking from experience, getting stepped on with the soccer cleat is not fun. Especially how thin the soccer shoes are. There's absolutely no padding in the shoes.
Well, and they're not like regular baseball cleats. They're hard rubber round knobs on those cleats, and even if you get stepped on any other part of your body, they're going to hurt.
Yugu with a bad first touch. She'll get it back though to McCrum. McCrum trying to get it to Collin. Collin to Knoll. Thornton will regain possession. It's booted up. Frost will kick it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's the only real play that she had defensively, because you don't want to try to kick it down to your goalie to kick it forward and fear that it'll get intercepted.
Throw in, and it's going to be headed out for the first corner. Belanger will get it to the near post, and it rolls out of the goalie box. It's all the way back to O'Leary. O'Leary will kick it up the field. Belanger will get it to the corner, crossing it in. And it's away up to Collin. Knoll. And O'Leary. Collin will intercept it. Getting to the ball, picking up speed. Getting it up to McCrum. And getting cut off on the angle. Collin will cross it in.
Oh.
And great chance for Portland. It's going to fall back to Frost. Frost will kick it towards the sideline. And it's kicked out by Kane.
Well, I'll tell you, there was some great hustle to get that ball down in the corner to kick it in front of the net for a great attempt. Portland with the first really great attempt. After all of the pressure that the first 5 minutes or so that Thornton put on Portland, Portland brings it right back up and gets a shot on goal.
So it's going to be a Thornton throw. And it's booted up by Sullivan. O'Leary will switch sides of the field. Back to O'Leary. It's going to be out wide to Culvert. Culvert will boot it up, and Flynn will be right there to scoop it up. Collin bringing it down. It was passed back to Frost. Thornton will get the ball. And it can't be kept in by Malia Collins.
Well, and that was great defense, making sure the Thornton player couldn't round the corner of the Portland player and forced out of bounds.
Collin trying to get it out to McCrum, and McCrum couldn't quite keep her momentum from going forward. Collin will get it back. Yugu will get it, pass it back to Collin. It's all the way up, but it was intercepted by Barnes. Booted up. Collin heading it.
Well, you can see that the Portland players really know what they want to do. They just got to get it to the other players.
Collin with a long-range shot, and that's over the crossbar.
Hit the football bar, right?
Yeah.
We've seen that a number of times too, which is the craziest thing because that bar is not too thick, but we've seen it hit over the goalie net, hit that bar and bounce right back on the field a number of times this season.
So 30 minutes to go in the first half, and I have to say Portland weathered that storm in the beginning and have put more pressure on Thornton's defense. And for Portland, all it's going to take is one shot to bury the ball into the back of the net for you to get any sort of momentum.
Yeah, and like you said, they have really turned this game right around.
McCrum. Couple headers. Collin can't keep it for Portland. It's going to get up the field. Slack. And it's going to go to the other side of the field to Malia Collins. And she can't keep it in, so Portland will have a throw.
I have to say, we got a fairly decent crowd here, and they're pretty quiet.
McCrum will boot it up. And it's going to roll to Fredrickson. That's high in the air. Colin can't bring it down. And it will be a Portland throw. And it's a goal by Thornton Academy, scored by Quincy Thibault. So Thibault scores with 27-27 on the clock to take the lead for Thornton.
Well, and that was a good battle for the ball. And, just kicked it past the Portland player and then ran up to it. And at that point, when you have enough room to decide where you want to put the ball, it's pretty tough on the goalie.
And Thornton will get possession. It's off of Slack, out of bounds. Slack. And it's going to be a Portland throw. Knoll. And that's out of bounds. Collins will force the corner. And the corner is going to be taken by Kaylee Pellerin. Nope. There are two. The other one is Charlotte Belanger. It's short. Belanger will cross it to the other side of the field to Culvert. And it was thinking offsides.
Yeah, the player for Thornton was parked right in front of the net and didn't move.
Taken away by Thibault. Thibault will shoot it and off the post. Thibault can't get past McCrum, but Thornton will get the throw. It's taken quickly. Slack will get it out of there. Thornton will keep possession. Collins, and it's going to be another corner.
Well, Poland's living a little dangerous with these corner kicks.
And Charlotte Belanger will take it. It's over everyone, out of bounds. .24 minutes to go. It's going to be up to Yugu. McCrum. Colin will get the ball for Portland.
Just a little too far out of Yugu's space.
And Portland's going to get a throw all the way down the field.
Well, if anything, this helps get a little bit of pressure off being on your side of the field for the length of time they've been there.
McCrum will kick it up, and it's booted down the field. Kane trying to head it back towards Thornton's goal, and Thibault will hit it off her chest, and Flynn comes flying out of her goal to punch it away. Thibault. And it's going to be kicked out by Kane. Thibault in the corner. And it's going to be another corner. So fourth corner of the game for Thornton. Quincy Thibault.
Well, we'll see if they can straighten this one out.
It's flat and straight and still in danger. And it's kicked away out of bounds. It's kicked towards the net, past everybody.
Great
Running
hustle.
it down was Culvert. She'll cross it back in. McCrum will kick it. It's Culvert with the ball. Will cross it back in, and Flynn will safely scoop it. And a great hustle by Lily Bassett to kick it off of McCrum to give Thornton a throw. Colin will get it to Yugu. Colin will get it towards the middle of the field, passing it back. And it's just going to be out of the reach of Allie Garland. Slack. And couldn't quite get it to Kane. Under 19 and a half to go. Thornton Academy leading this game 1-0. It's going to be another corner.
That corner is definitely getting worn out now.
Charlotte Belanger will take it. It's on the ground. And it's going to be another corner. That was to Quincy Thibault.
And, that play was kind of almost planned to lay that ball straight down on the ground with no lift. I mean, that could have almost went in if Portland wasn't prepared to deal with the ball and a player for Thornton being right there.
Trefathan kicking it. It's Ugu bringing it down. Ugu will get it. Getting it to Colin, but it was just behind her. And so Thornton will kick it up. It's, again, out of the reach of Garland.
Yeah, I mean, both teams know where they want the ball to go. It's just been just out of the reach.
But Thornton did capitalize on their one great chance. Out wide to Bassett. Thibault will try to get it towards the net, but no Thornton player in the vicinity of the pass. Portland with the goal kick. And it will just roll out of bounds on Pellerin. Portland will have another sub. Collins. And Belanger will shoot it, and off the crossbar. And that one's in.
Oh, man.
So Charlotte Belanger will get the ball again after she hit it off the crossbar, and the second time was the charm.
I mean, I'm looking through this small screen. Was that like at the 20? Did it bounce back to like the 20-yard line as she booted it again?
Yeah, it deflected a couple times, and it fell right to her foot, and she lobbed it right back towards the goal.
So that crossbar has had its second save so far this game. Those long shots, I'm always amazed. As many games as we've seen and as many games as we have watched on the professional level, when someone shoots the ball from that far, you would think that there's no way it's going to go in. But that ball travels so fast and can move in any direction. It's the craziest thing. Sometimes it's good to take those long shots because it's less work getting in close to the goal.
"15 minutes to go in the first half. Portland not able to get the ball out. Thibault will force the throw. It's headed backwards, but right to Flynn. it's going to be a free kick.
Is that the first one of the game?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. We've gone 26 minutes. And our first penalty. Foul.
It's hit and tipped over by Flynn.
And there again, there's that long shot, and you just have to hope that your goalie is able to jump up and tip it, which Flynn did. But it results in the 7th or 8th corner.
So Charlotte, no, that was Quincy Thibault taking the corner, and it's booted out. Colin will get it up to Quinn. And Portland will get a throw. Colin will get around the defender, cross it in, but it was right to Olivia Fredrickson.
Yeah, just couldn't get around the Thornton player to try to get it a little further away from the goalie, because there was a Portland player running down the middle of the field.
And Colin misplaying it, so Thornton will get the throw. "12 minutes to go. Yugu. And that deflects off of Yugu.
Yeah, she's had a few soccer balls hit pretty hard off her so far this game. And just like the cleats, those soccer balls hurt when they hit you coming off someone's foot.
Quinn will not be able to keep possession.
But great hustle.
Cora Culver took it away. And Quinn will get the ball back for Portland just momentarily. And she kicks it out of bounds. And a foul on Portland. Booted in there past everybody, but Flynn able to secure that with Quincy Thibault bearing down on her. And Colin is going to get tripped up. So it's going to be just over half the 50-yard line. Trefathan will get it up, but intercepted by Thornton, and that one's going to roll right out of bounds.
Yeah, right idea, just hit too hard.
It's all the way to Barnes. Barnes will boot it up. Slack kicking it away momentarily. And Flynn will track it down.
That's what you like, a nice easy stop right there.
And it's going to roll out of bounds. Just over 8 minutes to go in the first half. Portland playing much better despite the score being 2-0 towards Thornton Academy.
Yeah, you know, Portland hasn't had many opportunities, but the couple that they've had, you know, have been promising. They just haven't hit the back of the net, though.
That one's a long-range shot, and Jane Flynn doesn't allow that to rebound.
Well, and that's the key thing, because there was a couple of Thornton players waiting for the rebound.
Sometimes that's the worst nightmare for a goalkeeper, is to have that ball ricochet right to a foot of the opposing team.
Well, and as we saw, the crossbar playing defense for Portland, it ricocheted right back to a Thornton player who scored the goal. So sometimes it can be the crossbar.
It's kicked up. Frost able to keep it for Portland. And Flynn will run up and scoop the ball up. Under 6.5 to go in the first half. McCrum can't get it to go up the field. It's out of bounds. It's to the other side of the field to Culvert. Frost will kick it up to Knoll. Back towards the middle of the field.
Oh, no one there for Portland quite yet.
O'Leary will kick it up to Susie. And the flag was taken off of the stand.
And you could see the Thornton player. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but she's chuckling a little bit because it was a foul on the flag for tripping, but you don't get to get the ball. Glad she's okay, though.
Faithen. Kane will boot it up.
Oh, handball.
It's going to be a handball. So everyone will move down the field. Colin not able to get around the defender, and it's booted back up the field. And outside of those 2 goals, I mean, Portland's kept it pretty clean.
Good sportsmanship right there. Unintended foul. Going for the ball. Sometimes you do knock your opponent down. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Portland's been playing decent. They just need to get a pass connected and turn this game around.
Libby Kane with great defense, but Thornton kicking it up. And Flynn sliding in there. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first half. Colin bringing it down, but can't keep it for Portland. Bassett will cross sides of the field. Up to Thibault. And just goes out of bounds on Thornton. Portland with the throw with just over 2 minutes to go. It's booted back up the field. Kane. And can't be kept in by Kaylee Susi. Chafathan with pressure. Frost, Colin getting it to Mari Moss. Under a minute to go.
Her feet got, both of the players got feet tangled, but it's a throw in for Thornton.
30 seconds to go. Kicked out of bounds. 20 seconds to go.
Yeah,
Portland just needs to play some defense here to keep this score the same.
Yeah, they need to be careful here.
Frost kicks it off. Thibault and kicked up. And that's going to do it for the first half here at Fitzpatrick. Halftime score is Golden Trojans 2, Bulldogs 0. And if you're Portland, you got to look at this score and think that you're still in this game.
Well, and which is very true, because sometimes you can say that because you've been outplayed, but I don't think Portland has been totally outplayed. I think they just need to connect a pass here or there, and then they're back into this. I mean, they certainly have kept Thornton from even potentially getting more goals. They had a breakaway, and then they had off the crossbar right back to the player and back into the net. And sometimes on plays like that, and you're not quite sure where the ball is, The goalie cannot see it. The defenders cannot see it. So it's just one of those, I wouldn't call it a fluke goal, but I would call it one of those unconventional goals. And so Portland is in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times I've seen it, but when you let up that first goal, sometimes you shrug, your shoulders are down, your head is down, you tend to let up more goals after you let it in the first one, and it took luck from Thornton to get that second goal. So Portland shrugged off the first one and said, "Hey, all it is one goal," and so you got to look at the positives in this. But for Thornton, you gotta be asking yourself, how can we put more? How can we get more goals with all the chances that we've created, and how to get past that Portland defense?
Well, and the thing too is they had a number of corner kicks, and those are sometimes where goals can be scored, and Portland did not even allow really anything for chances in all those goal kicks. I think I don't know if we have the stats, if our statistician
there was 7.
There was 7, okay. And so, a lot of times when you got 7 opportunities for a corner kick, one of them's going to go in, maybe 2, but Portland didn't allow any goals on those corner kicks. And so that's encouraging too. And, as we talked about, Portland's off to a kind of a slow start, but they are working hard today.
So both goals. First one was scored by Quincy Thibault on that breakaway, and Charlotte Belanger, after hitting the crossbar, had it rebound to her and got the long-range shot for the second one. And so halftime score is Thornton Academy 2, Portland 0, and we'll be back for second half action. And here we go for the start of the second half. 40 more minutes on the clock. Thornton will start with the ball.
And we'll have to see if changing sides of the field, the ball will roll downhill towards Thornton. Thornton's goal.
Kane can't bring it down. Thibault will try to cross it in. It goes out. Thibault and Frost going for it. It's kicked up. Barnes. It's out wide to Thibault. Belanger making a run, but it's towards the middle of the field. And it's in the back of the net. And that's scored by Harlow O'Leary.
Oh, and that's a tough one right there. It was a little bit of a battle, and Thornton won the battle and was able to get it past the goalie.
Colin will kick it up. Noel. Getting it out wide to McCrum. And the throw for Portland.
Well, and Thornton's playing some really good defense, not allowing the Portland players to round them to get towards the goal.
Belanger will kick it up the field. Trefathan Can't get it back up the field, but it's going to be out of bounds on Thornton. Just over 38 minutes to go. O'Leary getting the ball taken away. Belanger will kick it up to Collins. Crossing it. And off of Thibault.
Yeah, just couldn't control it. Probably thinking, just kick it in front and I can round and get a good shot on my left foot.
Barnes kicking it up. Collins can't control it, so it's going to be another goal kick. O'Leary can't get it to Thibault.
Lights just coming on here. It's a beautiful night tonight. Getting later in September, but you don't need a jacket, which is nice.
McCrum made a great run up the sideline, but Thornton thwarting that chance for Portland. Hugo will get it towards the net, but an easy scoop for Olivia Fredrickson.
Yeah, no one there for Portland.
No, sorry, that's Ava Lomix now in net.
Oh, for Thornton, they changed goaltenders.
Yes.
Okay, so looks like Portland's got their first corner. I mean, sorry. Thornton's got another corner.
It's crossed in there, and it's going to be a foul.
Yeah, thanks, Seth. I'm still stuck in the first half of this game.
Kept in by Sullivan. Hugo pushing the ball back towards Thornton's net. Lamix will boot it up off of Colin Slack. Can't keep it in.
Boy, what great hustle by the Portland player.
And it decides to go out. just over 33 minutes. Colin will bring it towards the sideline. We'll get around 2 defenders. Putting it back, getting around the third. And is going to get fouled.
Oh, my goodness. What a one-person wrecking crew through there.
Annalise Collin forcing the free kick.
I'm telling you, you cannot shake the hustle out of this Portland team.
Maisie Chalmers will kick it and over the net, and that hits the crossbar of the field goal post.
And as I said earlier, it did it on the opposite end of the field. We've seen that so many times this season, watching both Portland and Deering boys and girls games, filming them, that they hit that goal post. It's amazing.
Thibault taking it down, will kick it up, but Flynn will be there.
Well, it keeps everybody from having to chase the ball down, especially the 2 ball people that are on each side, chasing the ball down to make sure they keep the game flowing.
And Colin couldn't quite get past the defender. Thibault, and wide open is O'Leary, and into the back of the net. So Harlow O'Leary with the 4th goal for Thornton. And that is O'Leary's 2nd of this game. Comes at 30 minutes and 54 seconds left on the clock. Portland trying to do everything possible to try to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and as we saw the other night, the Deering girls team having very few substitutes. I think the Portland has a few extra than Deering, but I think we're starting to see not being able to sub out players as much as Thornton's been doing it. Get you pretty tired.
And Frost will kick it out. Slack can't get to it. No, she does. Colin will have some wide open space. And Yugu can't get to it. Just a little out in front, but that's great passing.
Yeah.
It's there.
I mean, Portland's had a few of those that if it could have just been a little bit more finesse, the possibilities of a goal was there. It just rolled a little bit too hard. But you can see the making of a team there. The way the ball moved up, the passing, it's coming along. It's going to be slow, but it's there.
Knoll. It's going to fall to Slack. And kicked out. 29 minutes to go. It's going to be thrown into the corner. Thibault can't keep it in. It's going to be booted and knocked out of bounds by Jane Flynn. So another corner for Thornton. It's going to be taken short. And Colin came flying in there. McCrum.
Yeah, read that perfectly.
And that deflects out, so Portland will get the throw. Just under 27 and a half minutes to go. O'Leary will get past the defender. And it's going to deflect off of Frost. So Thornton will get another corner. That's their 10th of this game.
Well, and let's see if they. It looks like they're going to try a different attempt this time because Portland read the last one perfectly.
Thibault taking the corner. It's short. Colin will head it away. It fell to Pellerin. And it's an offsides. Trefathan will kick it up. Belanger crossing it to Collins. And Trefathan came in to knock it out of bounds, but it will be the 11th corner for Thornton.
Yeah, and you can see the Portland player getting up slowly. They are very tired.
It's Charlotte Belanger taking the corner. And there's going to be some subs. Flynn coming off her line. It's going to be kicked away momentarily and fired back in, but Jane Flynn comfortably saving that. Flynn boots it up. Yugu, Colin will come in. It's right back to Yugu. Colin will keep it, getting around the defender. Noel, Colin will get it towards the end line and can't keep it in.
Wow. That is a no-quit attitude right there. Getting a hand slap from a teammate. Working. Those two right there are working hard, trying to get that ball up close to the net.
McCrum. And it's kicked out by Susie. Trefathan kicking it up. Yugu bringing it down. It's kicked up. It's Gould.
2-on-1.
Will get it in there, and Flynn with a great save, and Frost gets it out of there. 23 minutes to go.
Well, and that's one you look at and you say, that's a nice save. That really was. Because she had to think about the other player coming in on the other side. So.
And Flynn will catch that.
So she's got to keep her eyes on both sides of the field there.
It's going to roll all the way back. Kick back towards Lemix. Up to Bassett. Garland will get around the defender, but Frost right there to prevent Garland from getting any closer to the goal. It's a throw in up towards Corvo. And it's going to be another corner. It's crossed in there, far post, and headed wide. Barnes kicking it towards the middle. Slack getting it back up the field. Susie. And right to Garland, but can't get anything on that with Quinn and Kane defending her.
But that was a great pass. Holy smokes.
Booted up. And it's going to go out. 19 and a half minutes to go. Kane kicking it up. Belanger crossing sides of the field to Susie. Colin and taken away, but Trefathan in there to keep that from getting any closer. And we have a player down, and we're going to take a timeout. And we're back. 18 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock. And it was Addie Gould that went down. She is walking off by herself.
Yeah, that was two players going for the ball at the same time. And, you know, like when you hit your elbow and your funny bone and your hand goes numb, sometimes when you kick the ball at the same time, it kind of jolts your leg. Not that it does the same thing, but you sort of have the same idea.
It's going to go out of bounds. It's a Thornton throw.
I know. The ball person's got the ball going. Who do I give it to? White or blue? White or blue? Let me know.
Trefathan kicks it momentarily away. Garland crosses it in, but right to Flynn. 18 minutes to go. Colin kicking it up. It's going to roll out of bounds. And be a Thornton throw. Frost kicking it to the other side of the field. And kept in by Susie. Susie will get the throw. Crum can't keep it in. Under 17 minutes to go. And Yugu beating the defender and behind Colin, who was making the run. Belanger will kick it up, but too far out in front of any Thornton foot.
Yeah, that was a perfect play, but the Portland midfielder was already past the ball.
Yeah, Colin looked like she would had a step on any defender, but the pass was too far behind.
Yeah. I mean, you can't calculate how fast your teammate's going to be running. You know, the ball went to where the player was, not where the player was going. And, I mean, it's just a timing thing.
Getting some subs in. And it's going to go out for a goal kick. Under 15 minutes to go. Slack. It's taken up the field by Thibault, and Trefathan getting that away.
Yeah, and you could see the Thornton player hobbling a little bit. Same thing happened to her teammate earlier. Both players going for the ball and got a little bit of a stinger on the leg.
It's a Portland throw. Colin cutting back towards the middle of the field, trying to get it to Noel.
That was beautiful, but just intercepted.
Yugu taking it down, couldn't get it to Colin. Kane to Hwin. Slack will get it up the field. Trevathan. Kept in by Bean. And it's going to go out for another corner. Flynn, and it fell to Kaylee Corval, but kicked wide.
Another dangerous play in there, though, with all of the players in there and the ball moving around. Thornton scored a goal earlier in this game with that same thing happening. And, Flynn not being able to see where the ball was, but this time got it.
Slack kicking it out of bounds away from Chloe Dorian. Quinn can't get much. It's kicked up. Falls to Colin. It's O'Leary. Under 11 and a half to go. Thornton winning this game 4-0. And Frost holding off Collins.
That was some great hard work there. Well, and that's what it takes.
It's kicked up. Ten minutes to go.
Throw-in violation, I believe.
Out of bounds on Portland. Under 9.5 to go. And Charlotte Bean all the way back. And kicked away by Trevathan. Knoll will get it back. It deflects. Kicked back up the field. And it's going to be a Thornton throw. 8.5 to go. And someone's going to have to go and get the ball.
Yeah, goalie's just there to kill some time.
Kicked out by Libby Kane. And for Portland, I mean, it's about getting some of these young players some varsity playing time.
Well, you know, we're talking 7 minutes left to go in this match. And Portland, yes, has given up 4 goals, 2 in the first half and so far 2 in the second. And they have played really well. You know, there's
Taken away, and Flynn comes in to fall on top of the ball. But sometimes this is what you have to go through when you are rebuilding a program.
well, and Portland's got a really good coach. He's going to make sure that all is good at the end of the day, regardless of what the outcome is.
And I know everyone looks at the final score and what that says about one team or another, but for Portland, you got to look at, did we connect passes together? Did they get good shots at the net? I mean, those are the things you work on, and eventually it's going to end up with a win. And it's always about the next time you make the pass. As Flynn falls on the ball, it's about what could I have done better on that play.
Right.
It's just about learning to play together.
Well, and then, you know, I don't know if they watch our tape or not, but I'm assuming they do. And, you know, you can see what's going on. I mean, Portland has a really good goalie, gaining tons of experience in net. And so it's all that other stuff you talked about, just putting a little bit together.
Yeah, I mean, so in this game, yeah, you might not get a win, but is this game going to help you in the next game?
Right.
Is the next game going to help you in the game after that? It's about working towards something. 3.5 minutes to go. And that's going to go out of bounds, so it's going to be a goal kick.
Boy, that
No,
was...
it's going to...
Yeah, is it? Yeah, I think it's going to be...
It's a goal kick.
Yeah. Boy, that was a lot of hard work in there. No, it's going to be a corner. He changed it.
So that's the 14th corner. It's near post, and it's out of there.
See, just a little bit too far for the Portland player.
Frost deflects a couple times. Kane getting it up the field. Moss trying to get it to Knoll. And it's going to roll out of bounds for a goal kick. Minute and a half to go. A rocket of a shot hit off the back of Sullivan. .45 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's one of very few fouls in this game right there. It's been a very hard action game with very few fouls.
And 25 seconds to go. Quinn, and it took an awkward bounce. Quinn, and the buzzer sounds, and there is your ball game. Thornton winning this 4-0.
Well, and I have to say, I give the Portland team A for effort because they worked hard in this game, and they only gave up 2 goals in the first half and 2 goals in the second half, but they slowed this Thornton team down. Thornton with a little bit better passing and ball movement, but Portland defensively kept this game to where it was and not getting out of hand. They, and you can build with defense and work on the offense, and they got a good defense here.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, does it hurt to lose? Yes, but did you learn something from this game? And that's what you have to take away from these losses. And yeah, maybe for the seniors, looking at years to come is something that you're not that you're obviously not going to think about because you're not going to be playing on Portland next year. But for those sophomores that were playing in this game, is this year learning to play on varsity going to help you in years to come? And that's how you build a program up.
Well, and then, you get to see how your opponent plays. And so you learn tricks from them. You learn, what's going to happen in this situation and that situation. It was a good game. That just some of the balls went in the net that were it just couldn't do anything about. A couple of trick shots in there, a long shot, a bunch of players in and around the ball, and the goalie just couldn't see it, and it went in.
And so Thornton winning this one, they move to 3-0-1. Portland drops to 0-5-0. And Portland's next game doesn't get any easier. They are at Scarborough. And Thornton's next game is at home versus Massabesic. The 2 goals in the second half were both scored by Harlow O'Leary to make the 4 goals for Thornton. But at the end of this one, Thornton Academy Golden Trojans beat Portland Bulldogs 4-0, saying so long. This has been a production of WPPS TV3 Portland Public Schools. Saying goodnight.
Thank you very much for watching.